Chuck Schumer wants Fox News to fire Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson wants to debate Chuck Schumer on his show. Chuck Schumer doesn't want to debate Tucker Carlson because I guess he's afraid, and I've got some thoughts. All right, so this all started when Chuck Schumer, the Senate Majority Leader, a Democrat, he's a powerful, powerful man. He used the power of the federal government to threaten a member of the media, most specifically Tucker Carlson. He sent a letter to Fox News Channel, basically intimidating them and telling them they got to do something about this Tucker Carlson guy. Here's what the letter said in part. I write to urge you to immediately cease the reckless amplification of the so-called Great Replacement theory on your network's broadcasts. He also went on to say, I urge you to take into consideration the very real impacts of the dangerous rhetoric being broadcast on your network on a nightly basis. Tucker Carlson, of course, responded and said, hey, Senator Schumer, I got a show. I'm on every night. You don't like what we're saying? Why don't you come on and debate me? Why don't you come on and discuss it? Come on, I'll give you the whole hour. And come on and let's talk this out, like normal, peaceful Americans who aren't afraid of discussing our differences. Chuck Schumer took to Twitter and rejected Tucker Carlson's offer. He tweeted, Tucker Carlson invited me on his show tonight to debate the letter I sent to Fox News. I'm declining. Tucker Carlson needs to stop promoting the racist, dangerous replacement theory. So let's just be clear here. Senator Schumer is a senator. That's what that senator title means. He's actually a member of the United States Senate. Beyond that, he's actually the majority leader. He is the most powerful United States senator in the country right now. And what do they call the United States Senate? It's the greatest deliberative body on the planet. You know what they do in the Senate? You know all they do in the Senate? I mean, yeah, once in a while they'll vote on legislation. Once in a while they'll have a committee hearing. But you know what they really do in the Senate? You know what the Senate's all about? It's about giving speeches. It's about talking. It's about debating. The point is, his whole job is to debate issues and ideas. Tucker Carlson, he's just a TV show host, right? He just has a TV show where they talk about things all the time. He always has people who disagree with him on. He loves to talk to them. I think it's illuminating, and I think it actually raises the bar in terms of communicating ideas in this country, to have two competing ideas going at each other so that we, the public, we can actually reach our own conclusions. Senator Schumer doesn't want to do that. He refuses to do that. He's a debater who won't debate. So Senator Schumer instead just wants to sit there in the United States Senate with the power of the federal government behind him, reinforcing his threats to a media company, and specifically the threats to one individual who dares to hold an opposing viewpoint. But here's the thing about this Chuck Schumer deal. It's actually not even an original idea. His predecessor, Harry Reid, actually did this to Rush Limbaugh years ago. Oh yeah, when you're as old as I am, you actually recognize that these people don't have any original ideas. They just keep repeating the same old news cycle year after year after year. We've seen this game before. Rush Limbaugh was commenting on people in the military who opposed the Iraq War. He referred to them in his radio program as phony soldiers. Harry Reid was outraged. Harry Reid was outraged! So he sent a letter to the CEO of Clear Channel, the owner of Rush Limbaugh's program at the time, demanding that he do something about Rush Limbaugh for accusing these fine, upstanding, patriotic military members of being phony soldiers for opposing the Iraq War. He wrote a letter then. He tried to bully Clear Channel. He tried to bully Harry Reid. It actually ended up biting him in the butt. In fact, as usual, Rush Limbaugh, the master, he had the last laugh. Years later, Rush Limbaugh auctioned that letter on eBay. He raised money for the families and children of fallen cops and Marines. He raised over $2 million auctioning off that letter. And Senator Harry Reid, he even congratulated Rush and said something like, isn't it great that we can come together on something that we do agree about? So who knows? This may have a happy ending. Maybe Tucker Carlson, years from now, will auction off this letter and raise money for some cause, and Schumer will come and congratulate him for it, and they'll have a big bro hug, and everything will be fine, but we won't pay attention because at that point, we'll be outraged by the latest horrible thing the President Justin Bieber just said.